Ladies,
There's a lot
gentlemen,
on the line.
meatbags alike, welcome back to Biomutant. Small little in-between of, well, upgrading weapons and putting on at least the backpack here from the air breather pack suit or set that we got on the last episode, so we can at least have our 100% oxygen, so we should be good. Should, but how? Like, oh wait here. Is this alternative?
That's the leftover you're looking for.
Yeah, alright. So yeah, how's everyone doing? Hope you're all good. I'm still tired. But thank you for asking. Although I'll probably still reply in the comments if you ask me how I'm doing anyway, because, well, I upload these in advance and I may not exactly be tired whenever this video comes out, so who knows? There we go. What's in here? It's scrap.
Scrapalicious. Focus on the tightrope. Still feel dizzy? That means you're still alive.
Oh, come on. Just a little jank. Mecton parts. Open up the boxes. Little cutscene. Puff irons. Okay. Duck face. Okay. Scrap rack. All right. Let's see if I can make it with... come on! Wait, I have another idea. Maybe there's a back exit kind of scenario. You know, you go into a dungeon, you run through the whole thing, and apparently there's a secret passage back to the entrance scenario. Just, you know, just checking. Oh, kind of. Yeah. I just kind of goofed that a little bit.
Looks like the switches need to be turned to match so enough charge can flow through the conductors. Good. That's enough electric current to initiate the actuators and activate the framework. Keep focused on what you can do today. Tomorrow's already gone.
I see trash.
Looks like some solid wood scrap there. Might not need that now, but you will later.
Alright, let's get back inside, talk to Gizmo. Oof, got jank. Come on, game.
Hey, Aldo. Dono. Dono. Sit up. Dono. Happy hab. Dobado.
He says that's enough to get the Mekton functional. You'll have an engine, a fuel soaker, a gun, and a gathering net, but no armor, nor enough oxygen supply.
Alright, we can already guess what a net is, and the fuel soaker we can probably also guess, being a vacuum cleaner of the extra waste, so,
He made a suction device, so the Mekton can use the black tar as an instant refuel. You can also use it to clear oily goo puddles, so you can pass and access hard-to-get-to areas. He's been working on another project for the Mekton, a cannon, but it needs ammunition, and by that he means the scripts. He says if they're trained right, they'll turn into a distraction for the Jumbo Puff. The best way to find scripts is to go talk to Moog. He knows the ins and outs of every breathing thing left alive after the apocalypse. Unfortunately, this means you'll have to venture farther out into the dead zone than Moog's camp on the steep depot. Once you find Moog, he'll be able to give you directions to where you'll find scripts.
I wish I could skip, but, you know, like, Squib seems like a potential domesticated animal. Moog is a person who knows the lay of the land. And distracting squibs is just sending in little critters to their doom to a larger animal who will just eat them alive. So, you know, just tell me about Moog.
Gizmo thinks he's a little peculiar, but very knowledgeable. He has the ins and outs of all monster and creature whereabouts.
Pecton! Alright, left bumper for the oil. See? Easy. Easy with that.
The Grease Monkey's Mekton is built sturdy, just like himself.
And destructible environment.
Sob about the thin air later.
I feel like I should ignore those. Got turned around and all that.
Might want to hold your breath before you head any further. You're about to witness the breathtaking vistas of what's known as the Dead Zone. In the old world, roads like this really led somewhere. Now, most of them lead to disaster.
And here I thought that was indestructible.
That over there is Steepo Depot, the cliffside that Moog hangs on to. clamber right up.
Botse. Inmo. Diava.
Hello, Moog. I'm gonna piss on your flag.
Let's see.
Why ad foodlia haya?
This one's impressed to see you out here. He figured you'd be dead by now. Not many are as tough and clever as you must be.
What are you doing here?
Claims he goes after the most dangerous game. Huge monsters.
Vaksan u intabadan kamaglai.
Moog says that all your power doesn't do you a bit of good if you're not willing to pull the trigger when the time comes.
True.
Papa Zulu.
Choosing what to kill and what to spare are the most important decisions you'll make.
Kuali.
This is
You
also
might have
true.
a steady aim, but you need to be sure that you pick your targets with care.
I'm not sure about that.
Vaksa ush intabadan.
It's hard to make those life or death decisions for others, but someone's got to do it. Otherwise, they'll do it themselves, and you know they'll miss.
Hmm. Yeah. Like, I would try, like, preferably try to keep as many people as alive as possible, because as one singular person, it is not simply my right to actually dictate the world as a whole. But, in the sense of self-preservation and, well, basically using self-defense, I'll kill a fucker. You know, if my life is at risk.
Tomozagula imapela.
When it comes to monsters, he mostly picks who dies.
Sem.
Says it's wild that the world seems to be coming back, but he supposes that means more monsters for him to shoot. Wonders why you work so hard to keep things alive. Bullets help thin the herd instead.
Tarn mianda kaguno.
Says you should give up on working with the stubborn myriad. He keeps trying to put out their lights, and they keep putting up new ones.
Here's the thing. As I said, it's not exactly one person's right to actually dictate all of life. Any living being out there. So, we should not, personally saying, that our right is greater than somebody else's right. We should never say that, you know, you should extinguish a whole species because they are a threat to our species. They have not exactly attacked us yet. They have not exactly caused any indirect harm that they are unaware of. You know, just gotta find that nice middle ground between all living beings. And, well, as a bit of a philosopher, I'm gonna say, one great common ground of all living things is suffering. Not saying that you should suffer, but it's to understand suffering. Well, actually, I will say a little bit of suffering won't hurt. It helps you understand more on a deeper level, a personal level of why somebody else is suffering. But let me ask you, why take out their lights?
Padang wagumo nash vaya.
Says they keep the monsters away. He needs them closer, not farther.
Do.
But enough of that, right?
Echine.
He says the wildlife, nature, has changed and turned against us. Instincts of survival took over when the world changed.
Eskayamaku.
He's not sure about their veggie diet anymore, and if it's changed, who knows what it's done with the chemical composition of their body output.
Tariman.
Right now, though, he feels he's come to a point where he's got a pretty clear idea on the whereabouts of monsters, both tall and short.
Well, should we be eating meat instead? What would happen to nature? Were you tracking monsters? I feel like, in a sense of survival, many people don't consider plants as sentient, and I can understand that, you know? They don't exactly, you know, showcase the same sense of like level of intelligence as any other, you know, organic mammal or reptilian creature. Well, reptilian, animal, amphibian, you know, anything that is not a plant or mushroom or bacteria or, you know, whatever I mean. You know what I mean, right? But, you know, when you, like, I'm gonna say this. When you take a lawnmower outside and start cutting grass, you smell all that cut grass. But what do you think that smell of cut grass is? Now, I'm no, you know, botanical scientist or anything like that. And do correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's, you know, there are chemicals going about, you know, and a fritz of, why am I in so much pain? So, yeah. And why do you think some plants evolved to actually have certain defense mechanisms? Cactus with their spininess? Venus flytraps with, you know, their snapping closing mechanism? With their aesthetics inside? The corpse flower for its rank smell to bring in insects to feed upon them? Yeah, that's just a thought right there. But yeah, what should I even ask him? I'll ask him whatever, it doesn't matter.
Ceta'in
Says he's not sure, but if you're going to haunt something, it seems a waste not to eat it.
True.
Mook says you must learn to walk before you can run. It takes practice before you can call yourself a monster haunter.
Why I'd for no job.
Fortunately for you, he can help. He understands you need to start off with something small before you go big.
Cherry la fille.
There's no better place to start than a scrip cave. Hunting down a couple of these little critters for yourself should keep you on your toes.
I am ready to shoot.
Ishko.
Says you stick to the haunting and shots present themselves later. Hope you enjoy the rain. Wait, it's the scrip hole-up. The place is just filled with critters. Half your health. Getting out the tin can.
Alright, well, they're dead.
Disgusting. Biohazard. Just gross.
Going down. Oh, nope, 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 nope.
The world is full of secrets waiting to be uncovered.
Okay, checking, just carefully walking.
Oh, idea. Go knock the lid off that sludge truck. It'll fill the place up and you can get up to that entrance there.
Oh, I messed that up. Alright, that's probably an exit. Yee, squibs. They're adorable.
What a critter.
Oh, they're kind of cute. I wouldn't call them absolutely adorable, but it's cute.
The hours fly by in the dark.
Shame that you're going to be used as bait.
You need to line up the switches so they match. Good. That's enough electric current to initiate the actuators and activate the framework.
Alright, well that takes care of that a little bit. Now, oh, squibby, squib. Yep. Yep.
Netted.
I will pet and him, you know, get the little good karma for this one here. Oh. Oh, come here. Am I not allowed to interact with this? No? No, I'm not getting a bind prob. Alright, whatever. Walk away, walk back, and nothing.
Who would be dumb enough to get in your way? Don't understand how you could do without this. Every little bit helps.
Just a little smishy, break all this, make a little pathway.
It's a wonderful way to travel. Put that thing behind you. Stompity stomp.
Right, well that's a bit weird here, isn't it? Ah, here we go.
Grind those metal gears. Flying fists.
Yeah, no, not gonna try that way. Gonna try a different way.
Hot metal. Bang Shelter 7C should have been stated right there in toxanol lettering. We're all heroes of our own stories, or so we hope.
Scrap. Scrap.
How high can you go? Take this seriously, or it'll take you down. Let's see. It's Skypook Outpost. The Ankati tribe blew life into that ages ago. One and a half is
Let's do some soup. Just mix soup.
It's another motor station running on empty. Let's see. This place is called Puff Duff Bluff. Boom bangs around
Boom
here.
jaw.
The day is getting on.
Hier not hit talaga.
This little fellow feels the world's on the edge of blowing itself up. He feels it's inspiring to see someone out there still banging away at it.
Alright, what do you do besides make explosives?
Tuto.
Says he makes splody bits of all kinds. High demand these days.
Can't hit tulufa.
Thinks you've built yourself up into a walking arsenal. He can't wait to see what you do with all that gunpowder. Save the world or help it go kaboom.
Mi pusso tutulamaha.
Says that even boom makers can do some good if they make the right things explode. Just think about the tinks you can destroy with earth-shattering kabooms. What happens next depends on what you blow up.
Funsitala.
Says that life's kind of like a fuse. Sometimes it does just what you expect, and other times it catches you by surprise. Be careful with what you light up.
Well, I feel like life has already exploded, so...
Say hindi.
Wonders what you would do to put that bang back in the bomb.
Paniyoko.
Thought the world was kaboomed, but it looks like something might be growing in its crater.
Paniyoko.
Wonders why you put so much work into making things safer.
Paniyoko.
Can't see why you'd join up with the Myriad. They go around cutting his fuses short.
Well, they do want to make things better, and so do I, but not always eye to eye with Myriad.
Kuto-san.
Only way to improve things is to flatten them.
Tuma.
But enough about you.
Paniyoko.
Says his Muma Grandiosa taught him the secret source of making ammunition. And now that there's an endless need for bangs, business is booming. He
Tutaraga.
was born during the baby boom back in the days, and he was so interested in the family business, he even got nicknamed Boom. He'll
Mehinalahaf.
take the family secret with him to the grave, which could be any day now, with the world ending and all.
Can't complain about bullet supplier, 'cause I am the one with the gun.
Mehinalahaf.
Says they really do come in handy for making a point, and a hole too.
Tuto.
Of course he doesn't want it, but if the world goes under, he hopes it goes with a bang.
Ikusinta.
But before that, he wants to make the best of the time he's got. Boom says he's always looking for ingredients for ammunition.
Nzukufataha.
He has enough sulfur, but he can never get too much charcoal, so if you'll get him some of that, he'll make boom-sploding gunpowder just for you.
Yeah, big bullets are worth it.
Paniyoko.
Glad you're willing to bite on that particular bullet. Fight for each breath.
Alright, maybe I'm just being too tired, but short-term memory. Yay! Where was the exit that had the locker? Because I know there was the weapon that I wasn't allowed to have a button prompt for. I know there was that. Alright, well let's
If anyone can
do a
take
little
it, it's you.
vitality. Little point of resistance.
Not really mainstream, but okay then. You can make something from that.
Yeah, get
Broke
rid
it
of
down into
that.
scrap.
Alright, well, slightly improved. And we'll scrap the old base.
Wonder what you can find down here.
God. And now I can get this. There we go. That was my problem.
Needs no ammo. It's make your own scrap day. Hold on to that.
Wait, I forgot to check up on that gun. Yeah.
Eventually, you're gonna figure something out. Got yourself a solid hole maker?
And now we'll...
You could have taken that apart blindfolded.
get rid of that.
Small parts with great value. That will turn you into a marksman.
A little petting, a little, you know, good boy points.
Fight for each breath.
Yeah, I don't know why I just don't, you know, warp on over. Save myself a little time of the walk. Take a little squib.
He says that's enough scripts to sustain the Mekton's claw crane cannon with infinite ammunition. Well done. That's the special weapon he made to store the scripts in the Mekton. It will be strong enough to launch them at the Jumbo Puff. Gizmo's made vehicles before to confront the Jumbo Puff himself, but failed. But this time, it's different. The Mekton will be strong enough to do the job. It's time to put a stop to the World Eater now. Otherwise, he fears the damage it's caused to the tree already will be too much to handle. There's time to improve the Mekton before you confront the Puff. There are more wreck boxes out in the dead zone with gear you should be able to equip the Mekton with on your own. It's already quite sturdy, but upgrading it will greatly improve your chances of victory. Gizmo wants to help if he can.
I'll be on my way then.
Says goodbye to you.
Yep, bye Gizmo. Let's see. Wait, wrong button. We'll track
So much
your quest
better
instead.
than legging it. Can you imagine how this place used to look before the dead oil flood? Imagine that. You could just go to a place like this to get a proper meal back in the old days. Nice shot. Go stretch those clonky Mekton legs. There's a place and time for everything, but for that city scenario, it's already come and gone.
blob container somewhere here.
Everything is at stake. That's sure to be useful.
I'll wrap up the episode soon. I'm just trying to find that bio blob. Eh. I can always look for it in between episodes. Or just not find it whatsoever. Nope. Alright, whatever. Well, thank you for joining. And if you enjoyed this video, feel free to like, comment, subscribe. Even if you don't, I wish you all a nice day. And until next time, take care.